Before we start with the ranking of the top 10 smoothest swings in baseball today, I need to preface by saying that this ranking is just my opinion. You will most likely disagree with the placements of certain players, and that's okay. Just let me know in the comments who I missed and who was ranked too high or too low. These rankings also have nothing to do with how good a baseball player they are either. These players are ranked strictly by their swings and how visually pleasing their hitting mechanics are. Alright, let's begin. Getting started at number 10 on this list, Shohei Otani. Standing in the left side of the box at a big frame of 6'4", Otani doesn't have a traditional quote-unquote smooth swing. It's a more violent swing than what we normally define as smooth, but he swings with such authority that when he connects as he so often does, it's one of the most elegant swings in baseball. He uses a very quick toe tap as his timing mechanism and goes into his load very early compared to other hitters around the league. And as we've seen for the past few years now, Shohei has more than enough power and bat speed to send a baseball soaring into the night sky. When he gets in front of an inner half fastball, pulls his hands in, and extends, that's one hell of a sweet swing. I mean, how can you argue this swing is nothing short of beautiful? Number 9, Eugenio Suarez. Now this is probably a name you didn't necessarily expect to be on the list. The Venezuelan third baseman stands tall, with little to no movement, and has a very calm presence before the pitch is thrown. Once the pitcher starts his windup, Suarez lifts his leg to begin his load, then BAM! Explodes on the pitch, getting his bat head out early and launching the ball into the second deck. He doesn't do it often, but I also love his swing when he takes pitches the other way. Just a short, clean, sweet stroke. Next on the list at number 8, Fernando Torres Jr. Yes, Fernando has made some questionable decisions off the field, but between the white lines, he's still one of the most electric young players in our game. He carries and presents himself with a certain swag that not many players have. That all shows up in his swing. I mean, just look at this. Look at this majestic swing. Sweet, beautiful, gorgeous. The way he explodes on a pitch and his follow-through, standing tall and taking a second to admire his work. Whatever you may think of this guy, there's no denying he owns one of the sweetest swings in baseball. Moving on to number 7, Mike Trout. Surprise, the unanimous best player of our generation has one of the sweetest swings in baseball. He has such a short and compact swing, yet produces crazy power. There's absolutely no extra unnecessary movements in his stance, load, and swing. I'm no hitting coach, but whether you're a big league hitting coach, T-ball coach, or just a casual fan, it is clear to everyone how clean his mechanics are. The way he rockets baseballs all over the diamond, just a thing of beauty. Not much to say about this guy, these swings are pretty self-explanatory. Just ahead of Trout, I have JD Martinez at number 6. Obviously not the baseball player Trout is, but JD owns one hell of a sweet swing. He too, like many if not all of these players on this list, has a very short to the ball approach, but the way he leads with his left arm and extends as he follows through does something for me. Check out the way he takes his pitch middle the other way for a single. Just an easy, smooth swing, getting the barrel to the ball early and keeping the hands inside. I talked earlier about Otani not having a traditional smooth swing, but JD, this right here is a stereotypical traditional smooth swing. Getting my top 5 started, I have Nolan Arenado. A very similar swing to JD, keeping that lead arm extended into his follow-through. Again, like many of these players, Arenado has an abbreviated load, sees the ball deep into the zone, and utilizes his quick hands to turn on any pitch thrown inner half, halfway up the seats and left. Any pitches thrown on the outer half, he too has the ability to recognize early, sit back, and just stroke it the other way. These swings are a work of art. Let me shut up and let you admire some of his best works in peace. Coming in at number 4, Jordon Alvarez, the best lefty swing in the game. Alvarez might just be the best pure hitter in all of baseball. You might have heard the term easy power thrown around in baseball conversations. This is the epitome of that. It is such an effortless swing, it almost looks like he's not even swinging at 100%. He keeps the barrel in the zone as long as anyone in the game and just allows his hands to do all the work. One of the best power hitters who can also shoot balls all over the diamond with the second highest average exit velocity in MLB. Yeah, Jordan's insane. Getting my top 3 started, a blast from the past, Miguel Cabrera. Yeah, some may say he's washed up, and going into his final season of his first ballot Hall of Fame career pushing 40 years old, he's fallen off quite a bit in terms of offensive production. But as I've said in the intro, these rankings have nothing to do with offensive production or their stats. Visually, Miggy's swing is still one of the best in the league. He's a big body at 6'4" and 264 pounds, but he doesn't swing like that at all. You can just tell how flexible and athletic he is just by watching these swings. I don't know how else you can describe this Hall of Fame swing besides smooth. Just missing out on the number 1 spot, coming in at number 2, Byron Buxton. The dark horse MVP candidate year in and year out, Byron is such a fun player to watch, and his swing's a big part of it. He has a unique, unorthodox stance, keeping his front leg stiff and planted firmly into the dirt with a closed stance. Kinda looks uncomfortable. But from there, he has an abbreviated leg kick, almost like a toe tap, and goes straight into his swing. His swing kinda reminds me of a young BJ Upton, before he became Melvin Upton Jr. If you compare Buxton's swing from 2016 to what it is now, you can see how far he's come. I mean, that swing on the left would make my top 10 ugliest swings list. The Twins hitting coach needs a raise. There are so many guys in today's game that have beautiful swings that I couldn't include every single one that I wanted to talk about in the list of 10. So before I unveil who I have at number 1, here are guys that barely missed out, an honorable mentions list per se. Gary Sanchez, Bryce Harper, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Justin Turner, Kike Hernandez, Christian Vasquez, Christian Yelich, Michael Brantley, Brian De La Cruz, Rhys Hoskins, David Peralta, Alec Boehm, and yes, Aaron Judge. I can already hear all the angry Yankee fans typing away in the comments section. Please don't hate me. I still love Aaron Judge. And finally at number 1, the smoothest swing in all of baseball belongs to Mookie Betts. He too, like Buxton, looks a bit uncomfortable in his stance and the way he sets his arms so high. But boy is this swing a thing of beauty. I can watch these swings all day long. These baseballs literally look like golf balls coming off his bat with how easy he swings. Unlike Buxton, he dips his hands and has a more prominent leg kick before unleashing one of the quickest hands in baseball and meeting the barrel to the ball. It's an effortless stroke, almost like he's guiding his bat to lightly kiss the barrel on the ball. At a small frame of 5'9" and 180 pounds, his power and the distance he gets on these home runs should tell you everything you need to know about how perfect his mechanics are. So there it is, my top 10 smoothest swings rankings. As I said in the intro, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Who do we agree with or disagree with? Maybe even leave your top 10 list. I'd love to see what you guys think. As always, make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you enjoy this type of content, and until next time, Bleacher Boys out.